Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Adam, and this is my last entrepreneur class of this semester. Today, I'm going to interview my teacher, Mr. Blake. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's the man of 5 minutes.
My name is Blake Wilson. I do a number of things, but I teach entrepreneurship and business school here at the university. I'm also the general manager of the National Health Co-op and the executive director there. I run a consulting business, and a bunch of other things. So yeah, I do a bit. Well, lots of things can be entrepreneurship, but entrepreneurship itself is basically taking a new idea or adapting an existing idea and doing something different with it. So it could be creating a new business, it could be taking something and trying to make some sort of social change, so social entrepreneurship. It could be helping other people through different mechanisms. It might not even be in the form of a business. There's so many things that can be entrepreneurial.
Okay, so can you just name one easy thing, like just if I do something, I become entrepreneur? What could be?
So someone decided that a bamboo print hat, which could become very popular and very stylish. Now, whoever decided to first do that and market it, that's an existing idea of a hat with a bamboo print that maybe no one else had. That's an entrepreneurial idea.
Do you consider Donald Trump as entrepreneur?
Well, a lot can be said about Mr. Trump, but he is pretty entrepreneurial in the fact that he has worked with a number of people to establish a lot of different businesses and, fill gaps in the market by creating new products to service those needs. So in essence, that is the definition of an entrepreneur.
So what do you think he's running for the American president?
Well, it's very entertaining.
Do you have any advice for your former boss?
My former boss?
Yeah.
All right. I think it's to allow people to be creative and not put limits on what people can do. And if people have different ways of trying to achieve something, let people explore and let people try and make mistakes so that they can constantly make things better. Because if you don't do those things, everything stays the same, and that's a bit boring.
As an international student in Australia, is more effort required to become a successful entrepreneur?
Well, it's interesting. So the effort required to become an entrepreneur is massive. No one gets there easily. It's a huge amount of effort, blood, sweat, tears. Anyone from a non-English speaking background automatically has a new barrier. They have to do it in a different language. Okay. And that's admirable. So, students coming here to study in non-native tongue is very impressive. I would hate to go to a foreign country and try and learn another language and then setting up a business in a foreign country, in a foreign language with foreign regulations. That's difficult. So yeah, definitely there's a different barrier for those people. But they also bring different skill sets and different attributes, which, they can exploit gaps in the market here. They can take, ideas and information they've got from their home country and do it in Australia. So there's advantages and there's also, some challenges. But overall, I reckon it's a really good thing.
If a person come to Australia or go to another country, if they cannot fit in, probably because of the culture or language, is there a chance for him or her to become a successful entrepreneur?
Well, the fact that they might not be able to fit in could be what makes them entrepreneurial. So if you have a challenge with fitting in, for instance, that might mean there's other people that have the same challenge. So you might be able to create a little group or a business that revolves around people and helping them fit into society. You can use that as a strength and play to it and help other people overcome that challenge.
So if you could travel back in time to day one of your startup, and you can have 40 seconds, tip to your former self.
Yeah.
With the intention of saving troubles or heartache, what would you tell yourself?
Start as quick as possible. Don't stop. So a lot of people have challenges when they don't trust themselves and they don't think that they can do it, and they go a little slower than they otherwise would. So just go and do it and try and fail and don't be scared, because there's nothing to lose. And the best thing that you've got when you're younger is you don't have any responsibilities. You've got nothing to lose. You can't lose a huge amount of money. You don't have a family that you have to worry about, paying the bills on a house or anything like that. There's no reason not to try things. You can't go wrong. The worst thing that's going to happen is you waste a little bit of time. But if you don't start, you will already waste that time. So the net outcome is exactly the same. And the best case scenario, you're wildly successful.
So basically just do it, right?
Just do it. What are you waiting for? What actually could go wrong?
So do you think your former self would listen to you?
No, of course not. But I would hope that people will, because it's true. Just do it.
Okay.
And don't slow down.